Yo, what's going on, everybody? Bleezy coming at you once again. How about these fans coming off the win? Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back. The final Monday before Christmas. Hope everybody's had a great weekend. Put it in the comments below. And come join us, man. Come join me. CT may or may not be here tonight. We'll see. But coming off a big win, guys. Got the Monday night game going on. We got 7-0 Philly. And we're off and rocking, guys. How y'all feeling coming off that win? 3 games left. Like the title said, it's the road to the Super Bowl. It's the road to the Super Bowl. 3 games left, which are 3 hardcore games. Ho, ho, ho. Here we go. The official MDC BSer. We got him in the building. What's up, Green Rat? 3 games to go, man. It's about that time, right? It's about that time. It feels good to be in the driver's seat for a Fins fan, man. It felt like we came out yesterday and we had a chip on our shoulder. That's how I felt. That's how I felt we played. That's how I felt our defense played. You know, with no Tyreek, I thought we did a hell of a job, man. You know, the little afternoon radio show was breaking down this game. They were giving out some really good stats and talking about the Dolphins in general, man. You know, a lot of people were questioning Mike McDaniel after the Titans game and how that ended. But let me tell you something. Mike McDaniel, and even I kind of said he needs to show us what he's made of, and he did, man. And they were breaking down some of the where the Dolphins are offensively. Okay, check this out. Right now, yards per game, we're number 1. Yards per play, we're 2nd. And this is in the league, in the NFL. Running yards per game, we're 2nd. Passing yards per game, we're 1st. Running yards per play, we're 1st. Passing yards per play, we're 2nd in the NFL, guys. You know, McDaniel's got it going on, man. McDaniel's not going anywhere anytime soon. And so I think we should all be happy to have him, man. He's getting experience as he goes. And that's why I thought the Jets game was so clutch, because I thought that we needed to get that win, and we did in a very nice fashion. 30-0. I think that's pretty solid. And that's what I wanted to see coming down the stretch. I wanted to see how we're going to look. And right now we're looking real good. They said with all the people that we had out, we had, including the IR guys, we had 10 starters out yesterday. 10 starters out. I think a few of those guys are coming back this week. We'll see. But, you know, that's no joke, man. And not to mention we didn't have Tyreek. You know, that was the big storyline all week. It was Tyreek. But he didn't play. I thought that was kind of strange. You know, what y'all think about the fact that he came out and was warming up? I thought that was kind of strange. I wasn't quite sure I was like, what's he doing warming up, you know? Back it up, Benj. In the building. What's up, bro? Glad to have you. One of our newer subscribers. Everybody go check out his podcast. He's awesome. It's awesome. I saw your podcast yesterday, I think it was, about the hockey legends. It's good stuff, man. You got some good stuff going on over there. Everybody check out that podcast. But yeah, man, the Fins, where we're at right now, with the 3 games we have left, this Buffalo game is getting bigger and bigger. I don't know if y'all know the Buffalo schedule. Their remaining 3 games, but they're cake until they get to us. It's the Chargers and the Patriots. And I'm not sure exactly in which order. Yeah, there's one on Paul Warfield. Check it out. Everybody go check it out. But the Bills have the Patriots and the Chargers. I don't even know in which order, but it doesn't matter. The Patriots seem to be shutting it down with Belichick And then the Chargers, they're on their third string quarterback. They don't have Justin Herbert, and so the Bills are going to win their next two, guys. The Bills are going to come into Miami with a lot, with momentum. They played pretty good yesterday. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole game, but I saw some of it, and they're looking good, man. But if we win the next two, that's what I was wondering too. If we win the next two, are we going to sit our starters on that final game? Probably not, right? Because we need home field advantage or home field playoff. We could be playing for home field on that last game, man. That's going to be crazy. If it comes down to Buffalo, a battle, which kind of sucks. I mean, I guess it could be good. It's getting us playoff ready, battle tested, all that. But damn, man. To have a battle with the Bills and then go into the playoffs. But this time of year, there are no easy games. Got to assume we lose to the Ravens on the road. No, I mean, you would think, man. I saw them play. Lamar Jackson is playing some really, really good football right now. Legit. I don't even know his numbers. We'll check out his numbers. But, yeah, I mean, you would think we're going to be underdog. Lamar Jackson, he had 12 carries for 97 yards. We're going to be underdog to Baltimore. He was 14 of 24 passing, 171 yards, 1 TD, 1 pick. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I think we could beat Baltimore. I think we're higher powered. I guess, again, everybody's going to be talking about Tyreek. Is he going to be back? I think that is key. But, man, the way our defense is playing, that's always the thing about Baltimore, as we all know. They have a salty defense. Salty defense. And so going up against that defense, yeah, it could present problems. But I think going up against a hot Lamar Jackson could present even bigger problems. It seems like that's the thing about us, man. Other teams with the upper level quarterback, they tend to just blow up on us. But we'll see what happens, man. I was at the Thursday night game a few years ago at Hard Rock when we spanked the Ravens, and Lamar was playing in that game, man. He didn't really do much. We won that game quite handily. But Baltimore's on a roll, man. But right now we got the Cowboys. What do y'all think about that? The Cowboys got steamrolled by Buffalo yesterday. How about that? Did Buffalo just lay out the game plan for McDaniel? They talked about that. Cook had 179 yards. Okay. Buffalo ran the ball 39 times. They just laid out the game plan how to beat the Cowboys. Smash mouth, which is right up McDaniel's alley, right in his wheelhouse. So that should favor us too, man. I think we're going to take that game plan and run with it. We're going to try to play smash mouth, Raheem Mostert, Achane, all that. What's up, Josue? What's popping, bro? I think we're going to try to duplicate the Bills' game plan against the Cowboys, and we're going to try to play smash mouth. What do y'all think about that? They ran 39 times. The Bills had 6.7 yards per carry. Average 6.7 yards per carry, Buffalo did against the Cowboys, man. If they can do that, we should be able to do it too. We should be able to handle this, man. I think we're going to smash mouth them. I think we're going to play good defense. I think we're going to beat the Cowboys. And so, yeah, then yeah, we do need to worry about the Ravens, but let's worry about the Cowboys first, man. We got a 2-game lead on Buffalo right now. Here we go. Would love smash mouth if our O-line is a bit healthier. Yeah, that's a great point, man. I'm not quite sure exactly if CT will come on here in a little bit. He'll give us an injury report. But, yeah, that's definitely a key, man. I don't even know how Armstead's looking right now. Maybe we'll check that out here in a little bit. Josue Achane going to have a field day. Yeah, he should, bro. He should light it up, man. I would love to see it between him and Mostert. Yeah. Dude, Buffalo averaged 6.7 a carry. What's up with that? You know? That's crazy, man. That's right up McDaniel's alley. I'm loving that. And so, yeah, we're going to rock and roll with it. You know what I mean? Guys, our defense, we allowed 103 yards to the Jets. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine being McD having those two in your backfield? He's loving it, man. And having Waddle and Tyreek. Shout out to the Penguin, man. Jalen Waddle. Did he not fill those shoes? Did he not fill those shoes? I mean, I'm sitting there watching that game saying, man, is Waddle every bit as good as Tyreek? You know, he may not be quite the route runner, may not have the explosion, but he's got the shiftiness, man, the side to side. I mean, Waddle is a great player, man. Fun to watch. I'm glad we have him. But we held the Jets 103 yards, man. 103 yards, 4 turnovers. You know, just killed him, man. Shut him out on offense. I mean, what else could we do, man? What else do we need to do? That's a strong game. That's what I'm saying. I think we played with a chip on our shoulder, man. I think we really did. I think we came out after that Titans game and we were like, nah, we're not having this, especially at the Hard Rock. So looking forward to it, man. Right now, I think we're a 2nd seed in the AFC, okay? We have a 2-game lead in the AFC East right now. But like I just mentioned, man, Buffalo's got a couple of cupcakes with the Chargers in New England, you know, as opposed to us, man. We got some legit games. Did I not hear people say Chubb was a bust, says Green Rad. Yes, you did, my friend. There was a lot of talk about Chubb, you know, which is crazy, man. I don't get it. I don't get it either. I've been a big believer in Chubb. You know, I know a lot of people bitched about the contract and wondering was he up for it and this and that. But, yeah, Chubb's solid in my book, man. Solid as a rock. Back it up bench. Fangio schemed great. Yes, he did. Brought the heat on a below-average line. Yes, he did, man. Give it up for Fangio. That was a great scheme, man. That was some good defense, man. That's how you do it right there. And so we'll see as far as who's coming back. I think I heard Baker's coming back. If you guys have heard anything else, maybe about X or anybody else, let me know. I'm not quite sure about Javon Holland. Love to have him back, man. We got the Eagles 7-0 over the Seahawks. 2:38 left in the first quarter. Game has no effect on the Dolphins, I guess you could say. Josue, Chubb gave me a chubby yesterday. Yeah, I think he did quite a few Dolphins fans. You know, especially when he smashed that quarterback, was laying on top of him. That was awesome, dude. Chubb's balling, man. You know, it's a shame we don't have JP on the other side, but the other fellows seem to be taking up the slack, man. AVG, I think Cameron Good got in on a few plays. You know what I mean? Agba, I mean, we're pretty solid at that other end, man, if need be. You know? I like where we're at right now, defense-wise, man. I don't know about X, man. What's up with X? Anybody know about him? Is he due back anytime soon? I can't keep up with all these guys. You're kidding me, man. Am I muted? Kane saying I'm muted, man. Is that right? Holler at me. How about our Hall of Fame player, Liam? Am I muted, man? What's up with that? You're kidding me. I'm good now? Okay. Green Rat. How about our Hall of Fame player, Liam? I know Green Rat's wearing his Eichenberg jersey proud today. Man, he loves that jersey. He loves his Eichenberg jersey. Back it up, bench. I only have 2 issues with the game. Sealers almost TD Wilkins was celebrating. I saw that. I was kind of like, what are you doing? It's the play's still going. I don't know quite what that was all about. Pay attention, dude. Yeah, I think we were all kind of saying that. And the INT at the end of the game, knock it down. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that Wilkins play, man, I'm not quite sure what that was all about. Did he just assume we were going to pick it up and run it in? That was kind of crazy. Okay, Canes, you're good, bro. You're good. I hear you. Scared me for a second, though. But yeah, man, Sealer. Yeah, I mean Wilkins celebrating, like not even looking at the play. That what if the ball would have bounced his way? It would have been at his feet, man. He would have been sitting there celebrating. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll take it. Wilkins is balling, man. Wilkins seems to me like he's almost playing for or like for money, man. Like he's like, yep, I did it again. I mean, he's celebrating. He's making it known that he's making plays back there, which he is. Salute. He is, man. He's making plays. Can't deny it. What's up, Canes, man? I hope everything's going good for you, my man. I hope everything's going good for you, bro. Hopefully we'll keep these Dolphins rocking and rolling, man. And so, but yeah, it is what it is. The Jets, what happened to the Jets? I guess it really don't matter. We don't care. But weren't they supposed to have a good team or a good defense this year? They pretty much I think they did have a good defense. They just wasted it. A la the Jets. That's how they roll, man. But no, we got a healthy Lamar. Yeah, Buffalo coming on or is about to. Yeah, they're not losing to the Chargers or the Patriots, man. They're about to win their next two. So, but it is what it is, man. We got a little mini gauntlet coming up here. Cowboys, Ravens, Bills. Uh-oh. Here we go, folks. What's up, bro? CT in the building.
What's going on? What's up, fam? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Fuck yeah. Hey, let's get it. I got a fucking got the new fucking hoodie, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Hell yeah. Got it all set up. Got it all set up and got to wear it on Sunday. So we got the first victory in the new Dolphins hoodie, baby. Let's get it.
Nice.
Fucking 30-0 ass whooping. That's what I was talking about, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I've just been kind of running it down, talking about a little bit about the future. But man, what are your thoughts? Tell us what you've been thinking about it.
Man, I think that we know. I mean, oh my God, the team was absolutely fucking banged up from, my bad. Got a text real quick. Fucking got me off track. But no, I mean, we're talking about with Tyreek out, Howard out, Deshaun Elliott out, Javon Holland out. Waddle get injured on the first play. Armstead didn't play. This team was absolutely destroyed by injuries, and to come out and whoop that ass, man, it was good to see. Tua came out playing like a dog. We leaned on Raheem Mostert in the running game. Devon A. Chain played well. And surprisingly, again, for the fucking Jets supposedly having such a great defense, we carved them up no fucking problem yesterday. And that's without fucking Waddle or without Hill.
Yes, we did, man. Sure did. I think Tua was 88% pass completion.
71 of 74. I think it. Well, yeah, I don't know if it was 81 or I don't know the exact number. It was 21 of 24.
Yeah,
and one of them was a blatant throwaway. So, I mean,
hell yeah,
take it where you can take it. So.
No, man, it's awesome,
Oh, you're absolutely right, Green Rat. I did not say my favorite player was Baker, but I will say this, man. I've been saying it. Brandon Jones coming back, getting his 2 interceptions. I mean, that was great for Brandon Jones. It's great for the team. So, I mean, let's get it. Kane said the Jets left their engines at the airport.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, man. Fuck yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, overall, it was a great win. I mean, you talk about, I like back it up. He says again, you talk about Steelers almost TD, and I agree. This is now the second time we've talked about this, Bleezy, and it's starting to really piss me off. Is when our guys make plays like that and then the ball's on the ground and they just want to celebrate, like, bro, you can fucking celebrate after you jump on the fucking ball.
Yeah.
And this is the second time we've talked about this year.
Yeah, he turned his back, or his back was turned the whole time. And like I was saying earlier, I'm like, dude, there's a play going on behind you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, at some point, I mean, I get it. You're excited. Right. I get it, but come on, man. You can't be fucking just bro, it's right there for the taking. All you had to do is pick it up and walk in. Thankfully, Siler fucking pays attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it would have been nice for Siler to get two games in a row with the fucking TD, buddy. He got tripped up right at the end.
Shout out to Sealer. He is balling right now, man. Dude is balling. Yeah,
look at of course, Josue talking about Chubb was giving me a chubby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And I agree. Back it up again. Says Fangio screamed great, brought the heat on a below average line. And I mean, I think that's part of it, but also the fact that we weren't afraid of what Zach Wilson can do. Then Zach Wilson get injured. You bring in his fucking backup. Like, we weren't afraid of anything that they were going to do downfield. And I think that that's really, I mean, we can all say it has to do with their trash offensive line, which it is trash. But even if it's a trash offensive line, if there's playmakers, Fangio likes to keep deep, and he didn't do that yesterday. He was like, look, I ain't scared of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned it earlier, man. It seems like teams with the above average quarterbacks are the ones we kind of struggle with, man. Everybody else, we're spanking that ass, man. I mean, what do you think about that?
Say the first part again. You broke up for me a little bit.
The teams with the above average quarterbacks, we struggle with a little bit. You know?
I don't know if it's necessarily the quarterback. I think it's when we play teams that have great offensive lines, because it tends to be either the O-line gives the quarterback, because, I mean, shit, we played teams with not so great quarterbacks, but with great offensive lines where if they sit back there and they have all day to throw, or, a la Philadelphia, where they're just running the fucking ball down our throat and we can't stop it, it becomes an issue.
Shout out to Canes. Can see it's winning out only if we're healthy and continue playing how we did yesterday. Shout out to that, bro. Yeah, well said.
Well said. I think we can absolutely win out even if we're not fully healthy. I think that
we're not going to be fully healthy, right?
Yeah, and that's my thing though. Even if we're not fully healthy, I think that a lot of people discounted Brandon Jones and the way Brandon Jones played in his first game back when Holland got injured. And look, it didn't look great, but it wasn't terrible. And you saw yesterday, now he's a couple more weeks in. He's got some more playing time. He's got some more reps in at practice. And, bro, he was playing all over the fucking field.
I've always liked Brandon Jones, man. He's physical. I mean, he's a damn good player, man.
Absolutely. And I mean, I get it, back it up. I agree. It will be interesting to see if the D will carry that effort over to Dallas, and he's excited, but it's still the Jets. And I agree, which is why I was saying I think that Fangio really wasn't afraid of anything that the Jets had to offer him. Now, we also know that, and I hate to say it, but Dallas is, again, they're an up and down team. They had another crap game yesterday, and it really comes down to which Cowboys team are you going to see that day? And, I mean, Dallas in the few games they've played good defenses, they've played atrociously. And, I mean, shit, you almost let Seattle beat you, for God's sakes. So, I'm not concerned about Dallas. Not in the slightest.
Yeah, they only scored 10 points, man.
That's
Prescott,
what I'm
100,
saying.
134 yards, one pick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Against the terrible defense.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about it, but I do think that offensively we do need to get healthier. The O-line, there were times in the game that I was like, what in the fuck is this bullshit? But again, Tua getting the ball out quick, Mike McDaniel with the scheme getting the ball out quick. We didn't really see how much of can they hold up. Now on the 60-yard bomb to Waddle, the pocket was clean. It was perfect. Allowed Tua to step up and drop that dime to Waddle. But we didn't see a lot of deep drops for Tua yesterday.
Right.
And so it really comes down to, can we get some of these offensive linemen back healthy? And can we kind of,
What's up with Armstead? Do you know anything about him right now?
I haven't kept up on the injuries. I'm gonna do a better job this week. We're gonna be getting back up to speed this week.
Green Rat saying that we shit on the Raiders. Yeah, we probably did, man. They suck.
Yeah, and the thing is the Raiders defense isn't great. I mean, is it average? Yeah, but I mean that's more for me a testament to how crappy Dallas is rather than how great the Raiders are.
I'd rather the Bills be playing the Raiders instead of the Chargers, man. Or the Chargers are trash. They're definitely not going to beat Buffalo. What do you think about that?
You don't know. You don't know. Josh Allen might be throwing a couple Stevies. That's what he likes to do. So,
yeah,
you know how it works.
No, it's going to be really interesting, man. It's going down really quick. We got 3 weeks, and then it's all going to be settled, man.
Oh yeah, and I think it really comes down to, especially these next two. We know Kansas City has the easiest fucking schedule remaining in the fucking NFL, so it's really about.
Who do they have? Do you know right off?
Yep, I'm going to bring up their thing right now. We still have them, or at least they did. Maybe they're not up there.
I mean, if they have any, because we're one ahead of them. We're second place behind Baltimore. We need to win out. If you're saying,
absolutely. But why is it not pulling it up? There we go. All right, that's Jacksonville. That's Kansas City. All right. So the final 3 for Kansas City are the Raiders, the Bengals, and the Chargers. Okay, those are their last 3 games.
Cincy could win that. Cincy will be real interesting. That's at Cincinnati.
I don't know about that, man. Without Burrow, bro, Cincinnati's been playing like caca. But hey, you never know. The Raiders may be able to pull one off against the Chiefs. That would be great for us. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. And then Baltimore again, their final 3 weeks, they got some tough games, man.
Yeah, they
got San Fran, they got us. And in reality, if San Fran beats them this week and we win, we'll move into the number 1 spot.
Yeah. Go Brock.
And now it's really about, though, the next 2 games after that for them. I mean, if we beat them again, that essentially guarantees us the number 1 spot as long as Kansas City loses 1 game. If Kansas City loses one of their final 3, we will be, even if we lose to the Bills in week 18 by resting starters, we would still get the number 1 seed.
That's what I was wondering earlier, man. If we win the next 2, you're saying, do we sit the starters against Buffalo? But you're saying we will do that only if KC loses.
Yeah, I think only if we have the number 1 seed locked up do we rest starters.
If we have it locked up. But the only way that's going to happen, because if we beat Baltimore, we've got them beat. We've got the
no. Baltimore right now is a game ahead of us. We would be tied. We'd beat them based on a tiebreaker. But if Kansas City, Baltimore, and us are in a 3-way tie, that's not going to be good for us because then it goes to, what is it, opponents in common, which we've lost to Kansas City. And that would be a much more tricky tiebreaker situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what we're hoping for is San Fran beats Baltimore this week. We beat Baltimore next week. And if Kansas City loses one more game out of their remaining 3, then we should lock up the first seed.
Who is KC's next game? Which can you go back to that?
Yeah, let me go back to theirs. There's our that's Jaguars. There's Kansas
Canes.
City.
Yeah, you're right, man. We need them to lose, bro. We know they have Cincy.
Yeah,
Who else?
The Chiefs will win the tiebreaker if it's just between the Chiefs and us, because they'll have the head-to-head win against us. But if it's a 3-way tie between Baltimore, the Chiefs, and us, that's where shit gets fucking tricky. Because then it goes to opponents in common. If there's not enough opponents in common, then it goes to, I believe it's division record. And then if everybody's tied in the division record, then it goes to, I think it's conference record is the final tiebreaker.
So that they've got the Raiders this weekend, right? Is that at?
Yep, and then Cincy and
is that at Vegas?
No, it's versus Vegas, so that's going to be at Kansas City.
Okay.
Their only road game left is the Chargers.
Wow. Here's the kid. That's what, once again, well said again, Canes. You know, that Titans game, man. We're going to be looking back at that. Hopefully not, but man, that sucks to have lost that game, because if we win that game, we're cruising into that Buffalo game probably in first place and sitting everybody. Not even, and we wouldn't even be worried about it almost right now.
But that's assuming that we win against Dallas and against Baltimore.
Right. One game at a time.
Agreed. There's still no fucking excuse for us losing to the fucking Titans, man.
That hurt, man. That sucked, dude.
You're on 14 fucking points and the defense fucking collapses.
Oh yeah, we were live on air.
Yes, sir. We were bitching about it the entire fucking time.
Yeah, that was a kick in the nuts. But I don't know, man. The overall scheme of things, hopefully, we're not looking back saying WTF, man.
No, because in reality, I mean, in all honesty, there's no way, even if we lose out, that we won't get a fucking playoff game. The difference is if we can win these next 3 games, we win these next 3 games, even if we only get the number 2 seed, we still have 2 home playoff games, and you take care of business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, would you absolutely love to have the first seed? Yes, but is that the end-all, be-all? Or is the only team that ever wins the fucking Super Bowl a team that was the number 1 playoff seed? No. Man.
Okay, KC or Baltimore could get beat, and we could win, and then we have the home field. We're hosting the home field playoff game.
Exactly, and that's what I was trying to get at is people try to act like having that number 1 seed in that bye. Yeah, is it great for player rest? Absolutely. But at the same time, in reality, if you have an inferior opponent in, say, the wild card round, you may be able to sit some of these guys at halftime when you're up fucking 35-0.
We've just been so good at Hard Rock. Everybody wants us to have home field all the way because that would be nice.
And in reality, we're not always that great at Hard Rock because we fucking lost the Hard Rock to the fucking Titans.
Yeah, we did.
So where's that narrative now?
That's only 1 game, though, man. We're pretty strong at home.
No, and I agree, but I'm just saying that at the end of the day, is home field advantage the only matters?
You're right. No. Right. No. Because if we go on the road, it looks like we'll either be going to either Baltimore or KC. And if either one of those lose, we're going to be at home. So,
Especially, just imagine though, say again, Baltimore or KC has a divisional opponent in that fucking wild card round. Oh man, that's no bueno.
Yeah.
Or not the wild card round. Sorry, the divisional round. I apologize.
Right. No, I got you.
If they got somebody they're familiar with and they get their ass beat, let's go.
No, you nailed it, man. The next 2 weeks are going to be just critical, man. They're going to be key. Going into that final week, it's going to be pretty solid for the most part, I would think, other than maybe home field advantage and all that.
And in that reality, though, we have to take the lens not from us as a fan, but we have to think about it the way Mike McDaniel feels about it. And my thing is we know that he'll sit guys for rest for them to be healthy. But the thing is we don't know if he would go above and beyond to rest these guys knowing that the first fucking round bye is on the line. Is he going to be willing to sit guys going, hey, maybe I gotta rest some of these key guys that absolutely need the fucking rest. But the rest of you guys, if you can play, because if we win this game and you get an extra week off, then everybody gets a week of fucking rest.
Yeah. That'd be nice, probably, I would think. Some would argue that they'd like to keep the momentum going and keep playing. I think somebody was talking about that on our website.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, like you kind of were talking about, either way, let the chips fall where they may, and let's go. Let's play some football.
Yeah. For me, it's just, man, just go ahead, take care of business the next 2 weeks. If things line up for you in the final week to go get that number one spot, then so be it. You got to make your decision then. But in reality, I'm not looking that far ahead. I'm looking about taking care of Dallas and taking care of fucking Baltimore.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I mean, it seems like Buffalo just laid out the blueprint how to beat Dallas, huh? Their average, was 6 point something yards a carry? I think we're talking smash mouth earlier, man. What do you think? Pound
Absolutely. I think that, again, that's something that I talked about earlier when everybody was bringing up Dallas, and I said, well, if you notice that the games where they play physical football teams that control time of possession, they do little if nothing in those games because they don't have a shit ton of opportunities to go out and score lots of points. And shit, based on yesterday's game, granted, we still scored 30, but Mike McDaniel was fucking leaning heavily on the fucking run game. And if we can do that against the Cowboys, forget it.
Yeah. And I think
it's just like,
we're going to try.
The Cowboys have to matriculate down the field. They're good at dinking and dunking and sustaining drives. But if we're over here running the ball and they get limited opportunities and we get a 4 and out or we stop them and now you're down fucking 2 scores, it's going to play right into fucking Vic Fangio's hands again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really what it comes down to. And if you notice with the fucking, with the Fangio situation in Tennessee, that's where he failed. When he realized, okay, we're up by 14, he played such soft fucking coverage instead of saying, okay, let's go ahead and keep sticking on them, knowing that they have to score quickly. Let's fucking contest these short throws. We didn't. We just let them fucking do it underneath and fucking get yards after catch, and it ended up costing us.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
So that's really what it fucking comes down to be honest.
Yeah, you live and learn throughout the season, man. I think McDaniel learned a lot from that game too, man. I was glad to see the way he bounced back from a coaching standpoint, man. I thought he called a great game, against the Jets.
Well, I want to say to a degree, but we cannot be as largely dependent on these tunnel screens as we were against the Jets, against other teams. And I know that was kind of the game plan, is we know that the Jets defensive line and front seven like to be aggressive against the run. And I think that's kind of why we ran so many of those tunnel screens, which really stretched them out, which allowed the run game to be successful later on in the first half and into the second half. But the thing is I don't know if that's going to work. That's not going to continuously work. You have to build off of that. You have to have other shit, because there's times
what he was doing. He's setting it up, right? You know?
And I get that, but we've tried that in other games where it hasn't worked. And that's where, you have to, if you see that your original plan isn't working, you got to be able to figure something else out quickly, instead of going, oh, well, we're going to have to use halftime to fucking come out and try to readjust, which is what happened in the Tennessee game. Was the offense just was not working in that first half of that Tennessee game. And it took till halftime for him to try to make adjustments. And yeah, we came out and we played well after that. But you can't just waste the whole first half against a team like Dallas or a team like Baltimore.
No.
You just can't do it.
And we play much better with the lead as well. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I mean,
if we get up 14-0 on somebody, it should be game over. Game over.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
What do you think about our boy Waddle, man? Popping off, huh?
Hell yeah. I've been telling you guys this, man. I love Waddle to death. And I know that, people are so in love with Tyreek and what he brings, which is great. But everybody's like, oh, the only reason Waddle was so successful last year was because of Tyreek. No. Waddle has been successful since year one. Just because he's in the shadow of Tyreek right now, bro, Waddle can step up and be the number one any day of the week. Yes, even the times where Tyreek has gone off, and Waddle, I can't remember what game it was, but Tyreek had like 138 yards. But that same week, Waddle had 152. So he outgained fucking Tyreek Hill when Tyreek Hill was fully healthy. So
do we need to do a banner? Is Waddle greater than Tyreek?
Now, I don't necessarily want to go that far, because the reason that I believe that Hill still has that advantage, not because of the speed or anything, it's the experience. Yeah. It's he's seen so many defenses, he knows what's coming, and right. I think that give Waddle another 2 years, and yeah, I will say that I think Waddle will be a better receiver than Tyreek Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to be faster than Tyreek? No. But I think he can be a better wide receiver than Tyreek.
No, I guess that's where the experience, man, that's where that route running comes in, man, because Tyreek will get open, man. That son of a bitch will find an open spot in the field. If he's not blowing the top off, he'll find a soft spot somewhere. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And that's where I think that he's teaching Waddle, because we've seen Waddle at times. How many times have we watched Waddle keep running instead of sitting in that fucking soft spot? And then Waddle end up jumping for the football or having to do something crazy.
Right. Yep.
Instead of just, hey, sit in the fucking soft zone, find the spot and let Tua get you the ball. And he did that yesterday when he sat down in the middle of the field on that, I believe it was 3rd and 8. And he just sat there, bombed. Tua nailed it right in between two guys. The guy was diving. The defender was diving for the ball. Wasn't even close. Waddle grabbed it, turned around, and ran another 12 or 13 yards upfield.
That was sweet. Bounced around on the outside.
Yeah, and it's like he went right in there. He found the soft spot, geared down, sat there, bam, the ball's there, and then vroom, right off again. Meet, motherfuckers.
He's so fast, man, like side to side. It's crazy. His shiftiness, man. If you didn't notice that he did a Tyreek move, and instead of going and trying to run and get hit, he just ran out of bounds. Yeah.
He's like, fuck it. Why am I going to hurt myself if I could
Yeah,
just run out of bounds?
I don't have a problem with that with somebody like Waddle,
Yeah,
man. Run your ass out of bounds. That's fine.
bro. Yeah, it's like, why fucking risk getting yourself hurt? You already got the first down and an extra 12 or 13 yards. Just get the fuck out of bounds.
Yeah. Waddle's a baller, man. You know, I could see him being a huge key for us down the stretch, man. You know, which I guess he already is in general, but still, man. Just like yesterday, dude, we needed him, man. He's a difference maker.
Oh,
He's
absolutely.
and now we have Achan back. Shit, come on,
Yeah, for sure.
your boy Achan's gonna be making noise too, man. He's still got some work to do. We haven't heard the last of him.
Absolutely. And I mean, I think that if we can get some of these offensive linemen back healthy, it's going to allow us to continue to pound the rock, which going into December and playoffs is going to be important. You got to be able to physically grind these teams down. When it comes to this part of the year, when teams are injured, players are tired. If you can have some of these guys that have been injured, Robert Hunt, that are fresh, they're going to come in and they've had 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, they've been dealing with the injury, but they also haven't been putting in as many, as much wear and tear on their body. That's an advantage. You know what I mean? Where you get what I'm saying? Where, you got these guys that are fresh, ready to come in and play and tear up some asses, and you're not really worried about, hey, he's been playing every fucking game all season. These guys, the defensive guys, are exhausted by the third or fourth quarter. They got nothing left to give. And here's Robert Hunt ready to keep trucking guys over.
That's what I'm talking about. That's nasty. A fresh Robert Hunt coming in there, pounding the rock. That's like body shots, man. Fucking
Exactly.
give me some of that shit. Pop,
sir.
Pounding that rock.
Yeah, I didn't really get in. Once I can go back and watch the game over, watch the O-line a little bit more, see how they really did overall, and kind of, gauge where they're at, because, I mean, it didn't look atrocious, but there were times where I was looking going, what the fuck was that?
I mean, I think we had the game in hand, just so much in general that none of our guys were really trying to, we weren't in playoff mode. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I could understand that, but these guys, especially the new O linemen that we brought in, getting them up to speed, hopefully, getting a couple guys back from injury will definitely help.
Oh, hell yeah. And keeping Armstead out there. I think he helped, man, being out there. I heard the announcers talking about that. Joe Rose or whoever, they were like, yeah, he's made a difference. He's been solid.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you said, I really hadn't looked to see how they all graded out and everything. I'm going by the eye test to what I saw and what I heard the people talking about.
Yeah, because I know that Eichenberg got blown up the middle a few times.
Ike.
I know. I think it was Lester Cotton who was playing left guard. He fucked up on an assignment when he was pulling. And I remember one play, and I don't know who it was. I don't remember the O lineman, but they took a false step the wrong way and let a free rusher right up the fucking middle without even touching him.
Mm. Yeah, see, that's what you're talking about, man. Against better teams, you can't let Micah Parsons come running up the middle like that.
Yeah. Greengrass said Cotton was pissed at someone when we were at the one. Liam had his back. Yeah, and I mean maybe that's the case, and that's fine. Like I said, I remember seeing Cotton fucking mess up an assignment. Somebody else messed up an assignment, let a guy free rusher right up the fucking middle, and yeah, Ike with the uh fuck the miscommunication as well. So I mean, it is what it is. He got blown up a couple times straight up the middle as well. Now, granted, I mean, part of that, how much is he just doesn't give a shit because he knows that it's a toss going to the outside, but you still can't just get blown the fuck up like that.
Right.
So,
come on, Ike.
But yeah, man, it was a good game overall, man. I enjoyed watching it. It definitely, got the juices flowing, getting us ready for Dallas this week. And
yeah, man, it was good to get back on track after that Tennessee game, man. Get that taste out of our mouth. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
because that sucked. So
yeah, but as soon as we watch fucking Hard Knocks tomorrow, we're gonna get that fucking sour taste back in our mouth.
Why?
Because fucking Hard Knocks is always a week behind, remember? They're gonna be focusing tomorrow's episode on the Tennessee loss.
Oh, will they? I thought they well no, I guess I didn't even watch it last week, man. So I figured they did it last week. Well then yeah, I'm definitely not watching that shit.
Grass said Liam got a game ball. No, he fucking didn't. But I don't know. Maybe I didn't watch the fucking post game.
Green Rat said he was wearing his Eichenberg jersey all over the place today, man. He said he hit like every Walmart up in Iowa that he could find.
Hell yeah.
He was hitting the parking lots and everything. Having a good time.
Wouldn't fucking surprise me with Green Rat in the slightest.
In his Corvette.
Sir.
I think
I don't think he's driving the Corvette because it started snowing here today, bro. So if it's snowing here, I know it's snowing in Iowa.
He said he drives it in the snow. He said he's driving around trucks and shit.
Yeah, he said he normally goes and puts that motherfucker away when it starts getting nasty out, which I don't blame him.
No, I'm sure he does, man.
He's trying to get that shit all fucked up. What if the hails on that shit fucks up his fucking roof and shit? Fuck that. No thanks.
I wonder what his backup ride is.
I don't know. If his ass would come on here, I'm sure he could tell us.
Got to be some kind of truck.
He said, yes, he did. He got his first one. There you go. Hey, his fucking sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while.
Man, give him a game ball. He's been in the game. He hadn't been hurt. So he picked up the Corvette today. Going to Missouri tomorrow.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Eichenberg has been healthy, man. He's been, I guess knock on wood. We need him though.
Absolutely. And I mean, you got to give him his flowers. I mean, as much as I still critique him and I still give him a hard time when I see him make a bad play, it's not nearly as bad as he was in past years or in the first 5 or 6 games of this season.
Didn't he play right guard one game or a couple games ago? He started at right guard or some shit.
Oh yeah, he played at right guard and fucking played out his mind. What's going on, Green Rat?
By the way, Liam was injured all fucking week. He something with a calf strain or something. They were surprised he even. That's why that other guy almost started, that Harrison. Because they didn't know if Liam could go.
Now, I remember Liam was on the report. I didn't know how serious it was.
I think that's why they gave him a game ball for toughing it out or something. Because it would have been ugly starting that other guy.
Oh, I'm sure.
Although he might have done good. I mean, but
I don't know. I'm of the opinion if you fucking walked off the street and you're starting within a week, that's no bueno.
Well, wasn't that how it was with the one guy that we had?
Brandon Shell and Robert Jones were both on the street, and they came in and played pretty damn well last year.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of amazing, really, how well Shell played.
Yeah,
now, Lamb did not do very good at
notice. How in the fuck couldn't you find somebody, him or somebody else good during the fucking off season?
Right. Lamb didn't impress me that much over at right tackle, though.
No.
Yeah, Lamb did not play well for fucking Austin Jackson at all. He's actually the one I think was the one I told you he took the false step and he let the free rusher. Pretty sure it was fucking Lamb. Because, what's his name? They had the tight end on the same side, and Lamb went outside instead of going inside, and he let a fucking guy go right in between him and the guard.
I think it was Austin Jackson, but I think he got called for a hold, didn't he?
No. This is a play that it just happened to be a toss the other way, which the guy almost made the tackle from behind, but they got away with it. But it's still like, bro, you didn't even fucking touch him. Like, you didn't even fucking touch him.
Jackson got a hold on that throw on the right side to Waddle that was, I don't know, 15, 20-yard throw or something.
Yeah, the one he hurt himself on.
Yeah.
Which that fucking scared the shit out of me. I'm like, son of a bitch, please don't tell me fucking
that's crazy.
His AC joint. But nah, I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. You can tell from him hitting his chest. It looked like he fucking got the wind knocked out of him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was fucking scary. I'm like, oh great, him and fucking Hill. But it didn't matter, bro. We ran the fucking ball. Two was fucking, like I said, that we were running those little tunnel screens and they were working really well. But you can't run that shit against every fucking team thinking that that's going to work.
No, but I'd much rather go ahead and let Chase Claypool fucking take one of those throws than Waddle and Hill, to be honest.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that was shocking for me that Claypool didn't get more snaps than he did. I mean,
throw it to his big ass.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just wanted him to sit in there and fucking block. Maybe that's why they picked him up. He's a big guy. Let him fucking block.
Yeah, 2 receptions, 8 yards. Longest was 5 yards. 2 targets. Claypool.
Yeah, man. I mean, what do you think, Green Rat? Because it's almost at this point you're giving Julian Hill more opportunities in the passing game as a tight end than you are Claypool. So they just using Claypool to fucking block or what?
I think so. I think McDaniel said something about there was a couple different plays that was in there for Claypool, but they went a different route on the play or something. I can't remember exactly what they said, but they were talking about getting him involved in stuff. So,
well, they ain't doing a very good job of it.
Well,
it's not like Cedric Wilson getting much. He got 2 receptions for 2 yards, man. 3 targets.
Well, even our running game really wasn't that awesome during the game. It's just
now that I'm looking,
we were, we only was on, we were close to the 50-yard line most of the time when we got the ball. So, I mean, it's like the offense just never really got going.
You know what? Now that I'm looking at the stats, man, we ran the ball 28 times for 77 yards for a 2.8 average.
And you got to remember, I mean, two of fucking Mostert's touchdowns, one was a 1-yard run and one was a 2-yard run. So No, it's not like we went off. I was more referring to the fact that Mike McDaniel stuck with it as far as the physicality was concerned, because you could tell in the third quarter, all the fucking turnovers and the way our defense was fucking shutting them out, you could fucking see the defense getting fucking exhausted early in that third quarter. And they had guys in the backfield about to make fucking tackles, but they were so tired that Mostert would just fucking bounce off of them, get 2 or 3 yards. The same thing with A-Chain. No, we didn't break anything crazy, but it was just they were so fucking tired. We could get those 3 or 4 yards every run, and it broke their fucking back.
Well, I kind of looked at it, a couple of those outside runs. To me, it looked like the fucking holes were there. We were just a little slow going ahead and hitting the hole, except for there was one with A-Chain towards the end of the game where all at once you did see his burst, and he went off for 8 or 10 yards or something, which was probably his best run to the left or something. But what during the game, I was sitting here thinking is like, man, it'd be nice if they'd fucking, if they get man to man, like, because they almost did that zero blitz thing. I think it was like the next series or something. I was like, it sure would be nice if they noticed they were going to do that, and we just send Waddle streaking down the fucking field. I shit you not, it was the next play.
Yep.
I was like, that's not exactly what I was thinking, but I was, is like, throw a long ball to Waddle, and sure fucking enough, he did it.
Isn't that crazy how that happens, dude? The same thing happened to me with the AVG interception on that last, in whatever game that was. I said, man, it's about time for a pick six. And I was like, come on, AVG. And then bam, interception, touchdown. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, man. And I was the same way, Green Rat. I was like, dude, they keep on walking up and pressing so fucking much. And I noticed that they were blitzing, but they would show that zero blitz and then they drop out of it. But even though they were so close to the line of scrimmage, I'm like, just let fucking Waddle take one deep. Why the fuck not?
Well, that's kind of, I was thinking, how they put Tyreek and then just let him fucking streak down the sideline and stuff. I was like, just, if they're going to start doing that, fucking let Waddle, just go in motion and go.
Yeah, but they let fucking Waddle do it out the slot. But they let Waddle do it out the slot. He wasn't even on the boundary on that deep play.
Right?
He just gave him the double move, and the guy fucking bit on it. He fucking gave him the out move, and the guy fucking sunk his hips, and Tua saw it, and Tua said, fuck it. He just threw it up there, and Waddle fucking went around him and caught it.
Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
In stride, perfectly in stride, perfectly placed.
Yeah.
On the dot, man. On the fucking dot.
Well, I think they've learned how to I don't know how to explain it, but it's, instead of trying to go deep with it completely in stride, in a straight line and stuff, he throws it just a little bit off so the receivers can kind of time the speed too.
Yeah,
because I don't think Tyreek runs as hard as he can at times. I think he gears it down a little bit just for that,
Yeah, I got to run that back.
Once the ball's in the air, then he kind of times his own speed, and it makes it look like it's absolutely perfectly in stride. But I think some of that's the receivers learning how to, gear it down a little bit and then use that burst to be able to really just time it up.
Yeah, well said. I think you're spot on. And they could do it too, I was kind of looking at the yards. I think that pass went about 50 yards in the air, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. That ball to Waddle.
He caught it at the 30, and Tua threw it from about the
33,
35, maybe somewhere in there.
So what is that? 40, 45
45, 50 yards or something like that, I think is what it was, air yards.
on the money. You know,
Right.
that's good shit by Tua, man, to let that ball go that quick because,
Well, I think that's what we wanted from him last year. It was like, you just got to get that ball out there and let the receiver go and run under it and stuff. And that's just a lot of reps and stuff with the receivers.
yeah, and it's good shit
I
by
also
Tua.
think it's more so not only the reps, but it's the trusting of the receivers of saying, I don't want to let it go too early because, again, he anticipates and he throws shit, but he's like, but on the deep balls, a lot more things can go wrong. You know what I mean?
Right. It's a read. He's got to read the safety back there, too, to let that bitch fly like that.
But not even the safety, though. It's like, I think he's gotten better where he goes, all right, if I see even this guy like on the Waddle throw, as soon as Waddle gave that double move and gave that quick out and back in, you could see the receiver drop his hips down and get ready to try to drive on that out route. And it's one of those things where Tua goes, oh, I got this motherfucker. And he lets it go right then and there instead of going, oh, well, let me overthink this and go, okay, well, is the other guy going to be able to make it over there in time? And it was like Green Rat said, though, is he doesn't throw it straight up field. He throws it off to an angle a little bit and going, all right, I'm going to throw it away from the safety so that you can go and get it when you're ready to go and get it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, like the defensive back is kind of expecting like that throw to Waddle, towards the sideline. And instead of throwing to the sideline, Tua brings Waddle just back in a little bit. But I guess it's kind of like Tyreek said, when they discussed where Tua put the ball on that one throw, I think the other game, that, they had to go back and look at the tape, and Tyreek goes, yeah, you threw it where you're supposed to.
Yeah, that Bucks game. Yeah, that second touchdown throw in the Bucks game. Yeah. And I agree. And that's where, it really comes down to, them being able to figure out, their timing, their rhythm, but also, it comes down to, at least for me, with the Waddle situation, because Tyreek is so prevalently the deep threat. And, everybody's like, oh, well, Waddle's not as good as Hill or whatever. And I'm like, bro, they made the argument last year, oh, Waddle only had that many yards because Tyreek was taking all the attention off of him. No, because even when Tyreek's not out there, and even when Tyreek is in there, Waddle's still getting 130, 150 yards a game. So I think that Waddle is a beast of his own caliber.
Oh, he is, man. He is. That's what I was saying earlier. Could we do a banner? Is Waddle greater than Tyreek? Question mark.
What do you think, Green Rat? Because I already gave my answer on that.
I'm kind of a little similar to what you think. Right now, Tyreek is way better, to my opinion. But in a couple years, though, Waddle could be, just as good.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think
Tyreek just has that top end extra gear that most receivers just don't have. You got receivers that are quick, right off the bat. You got receivers that, they're kind of their mid speed's pretty good and stuff. But Tyreek has that freaky, I'm running across the field and I got this other gear and I'm going to say, screw you, and off I go.
Yeah. No,
that you just don't see with a lot of players.
All right, guys. CT, are we going to fire up this rundown? What do you think? We can get through it pretty quick. I mean, I didn't watch every game, but we can run it down.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let me hop on over here. Let's go through the run through because I didn't watch many games this weekend either, but we can still give our reactions. All right. Let's go ahead. Why did you do that? Not pulling it up. Thank you. All right. Baltimore 23, Jacksonville 7, Green Rat.
I watched a little bit of the game. It's crazy because there's times where Lamar looks really good at throwing the ball, and then sometimes some of his passes are just very lazy and stuff. We seem to always get as good good games and stuff. And Lawrence, he didn't play too bad. Had a couple stupid plays and stuff. He had a fumble when they were on their way down to score. They missed a couple field goals, and then they let the fucking clock ran out before. Instead of spiking the ball, they ran another play, and the time ran out when they were down at like the 3-yard line. So Jacksonville kind of beat themselves versus the Ravens beat them.
Lazy.
Yeah, no, man. Once again, well said by Green Rat. Trevor, there was something going on with him. I think they were even booing him at one point up in there. But he was getting rocked, man. That fumble was kind of crazy. But they should have given Baltimore a little bit more of a contest than they did. But oh well.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody wanted to pump up Sunshine and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they're coming back down to earth. Trevor Lawrence is not as good as everybody wanted to make him out to be after his, heroic quote unquote comeback in the playoffs last year. But again, I'm not overly concerned about Baltimore. I did watch the highlights of that game, and the score wasn't indicative of how close the game was. Just like Green Rat said, there were some boneheaded plays by Lawrence and missing a couple field goals and time mismanagement that, again, it made the score look worse than it was. All right, Buffalo 31, Dallas 10, Green Rat.
I don't know how the hell that Dallas played so bad. I didn't watch any of the game, but props to fucking Buffalo. They came out and kicked their ass.
Yes, sir. Bleezy.
Yeah, I did see some of the game. It was on down here, and Buffalo looked pretty freaking good, dude. They're clicking right now. I ain't even gonna lie. And but they had something on the Cowboys, which hopefully we're gonna pick up on. And they were pounding the rock, man. That's what it came down to. Cook had 179 yards, man, 25 carries. So look for a big dose of Raheem Mostert this weekend, man.
Oh yeah, I agree. I didn't watch too much of it. I caught some of it here and there. Man, the Bills, they were at the point where their season was over, and now it's a little bit too late to be trying to come back and playing hero ball. But I agree with Bleezy. I mean, and I've said it before when people brought up us being afraid of the Cowboys. When they play teams that rush the ball extremely well and it limits Dak Prescott's opportunities, the Cowboys do not play well. All right, Rams 28, Commanders 20, Green Rat.
Rams just keep kind of sticking around.
Haha, Bleezy.
Rams 7-7. Probably going to make the playoffs, man. I would think I could see them sneaking in there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you got to think Matthew Stafford throws 2 touchdowns. I mean, he came out, he did his thing. He tried to get, he had 25 and 33 for 258 yards and 2 touchdowns, and
right.
He's trying to give the Rams an opportunity to make it to the fucking playoffs. Now, whether or not that comes to fruition, I don't know, but
right. 7-7 is a pretty good record in the NFC, I think, right now.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. 49ers 45, Cardinals 29, Green Rat.
I'm starting not to like those 49ers.
Bleezy.
49ers, man. Brock Purdy, 242 yards, 4 touchdowns, man. A lot of MVP talk for Purdy. Let's go.
Yeah, man, I'm not really impressed by it. I think that Purdy, look, he's a solid quarterback, but you get into a system where, again, they're not really asking you to throw the ball much. Christian McCaffrey, again, continues to get the fucking load of the carries. Christian McCaffrey scores 3 touchdowns. I mean, dude, you're talking about, 18 carries, 115 yards, 1 touchdown rushing, but he has 5 receptions for 72 yards and 2 touchdowns receiving. Man, Brock Purdy is not it should not be in the MVP conversation. If you're going to put anybody in the MVP conversation, it has to be Christian McCaffrey. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Hey, by the way, before we keep going, guys, do you realize it's 10-3 at halftime?
Yes. Yep. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Chiefs 27, Patriots 17. Green Rat.
Patriots gave them a game for quite a while, and Chiefs were able to go ahead and win the game. But just shows you, that I have faith that maybe the Patriots can knock off the Bills. Just saying.
Hot take.
Hot take.
Hot take. But so Chiefs, man, we've already been talking about it. I don't know if the Patriots are going to lay down or not. I mean, you may be on to something, but something tells me that Bill Belichick is going to give Robert Kraft the big F you and pack it up and just pack up ship and roll out. But you never know, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think Belichick is done there. I mean, you got to give him credit. He was winning 10-7 against the Chiefs in the early second quarter. And then everything kind of fucking imploded for him. And that's kind of how his season has gone. And that's kind of how his career has gone since fucking Tom Brady left. So, all right, Browns 20, Bears 17, Green Rat.
Browns are looking actually pretty good. I'm surprised, but we'll see if they keep winning.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bleezy.
Okay, now they're 9-5, man. The Browns are 9-5. They're 7-1 at home. So if they keep winning out, look out for them, man. Flacco, 374 yards, 2 touchdowns. The fuck?
Yeah, man. That's when I saw that stat line, I was like, holy shit. I mean, everybody's,
Hey,
bud, Baltimore, he didn't have no fucking arm left and yada, yada, yada. Well, the dude looks fucking fine to me.
But let's not leave out 3 interceptions as well, though.
I mean, I get it, but if you're gunslinging like that and you're throwing nearly 400 yards passing, you're going to have a couple interceptions.
Gunslinging. That's what he's doing, man. Flacco got off his couch and said, fuck it, I'm going to come out here and sling the rock.
Yes, sir. All right. Panthers 9, Falcons 7, Green Rat.
Did you say the Panthers won?
Yes, they did.
Wow. Congratulations, Panthers.
Big battle going on up there in Carolina, man. 9-7. I would have loved to have been at that game, man. Bryce Young, 157 yards. Let's go.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was an embarrassing game for both teams. I mean, Atlanta's a 6-win team. You couldn't beat the fucking Panthers that won 1 fucking game all year. I mean, that was pretty fucking sad, to be honest. And yeah, I'm just gonna move on from that game because it ain't really worth fucking wasting the time.
Hey, that's a good point though, CT. The Falcons were on the verge of the playoffs, man. To lose that game, it's crazy, man. You're right.
Yeah. Saints 24, Giants 6, Green Rat.
Surprising.
There you go, Bleezy.
All I could say.
Yeah, no, the Saints are trying to get their playoff spot, man. Derek Carr, 218 with 3 touchdowns. The Saints are going to sneak in the playoffs, man. Look out for them.
Yeah, they'll be fucking one and done in the playoffs. They're a trash team. They're trying their best to act like they have something to fight.
7-7.
Buccaneers 34, Packers 20. Green Rat.
Baker Mayfield.
Mm.
Crazy.
Let's go. Bleezy.
Baker the Bucks are 7-7, man. It's crazy how many of these NFC teams are stacked up at 7-7 right now. But yeah, they're 7-7. Baker 381 for 4 touchdowns. Let's go Bucks.
Yeah, man. I mean, Mayfield came out here and fucking outperformed everybody's new fucking all of a sudden media darling and fucking Jordan Love. And it wasn't even close. The game wasn't even fucking close. And I'm sorry, but if you're Green Bay, you were fighting for the playoffs. Well, you can kiss the playoffs goodbye now. Texans 19, Titans 16, the final in overtime. Green Rat.
I watched a little bit of that game. That game was crazy. Both teams tried to give it away towards the end, but
There you go, please.
to Houston.
I think the Texans are a team that we could see in the playoffs, man. So let's go.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't really. I don't know. I don't think the Texans are going to be coming in and playing in the playoffs. Look, you got to give C.J. Stroud his fucking props. But if we get that number 1 seed, they'll be eliminated before we even play our first game in the playoffs.
That's true.
Stroud didn't play.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he's out.
Is he out for the year?
I can't remember. He might be.
Okay.
Well, I didn't watch that game, so I wanted to say
the running back went off, Singletary.
I know they took the Oilers uniforms. That's kind of a jacked up dynamic right there.
I love those fucking uniforms.
Oh, I love the uniforms, but the Tennessee Titans are wearing them when they were a Houston Oilers uniform. And so they're playing the Texans, which are the Houston team. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like they're rubbing it in their face, which is.
But they actually are the Oilers.
They are the Oilers. But, yeah, whatever.
All right. Lions 42, Broncos 17, Green Rat.
Sam Laporta, baby.
There you go. Lazy.
Hang on. I'm trying to find it, man. What's going on? Okay, here we go. 42-17 Lions, man. They're going to be up at the top. The Lions are 10-4. They're going to be up at the top of the NFC. Maybe get a bye. Jared Goff is popping off, man. 278 yards, 5 touchdowns, man. How come he's not in the MVP talk?
Because Detroit has faltered quite a few times, and I think that Detroit will be up there. I don't think they're getting the number 1. I think that's obviously a lock for the 49ers, but I mean, you got to give them credit, man. Jared Goff and Dan the Man Campbell, those Broncos that were looking good for a couple weeks there went back to looking like shit. So, yeah, Colts 30, Steelers 13. Go ahead, Green Rat.
What? I missed that score again.
Colts, Steelers.
30-13.
Steelers, right?
Steelers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. That's not
Hey, is that it, Green Rat?
Yep.
I just call him Mulligan and stuff on that one. Yep. Too many friends are Steeler fans. Can't do it to them.
It's what the wheels are coming off on the Steelers, man. Like I thought they were rolling strong. Maybe they lost their quarterback and went to shit. The Colts are 8-6, man. That's another potential playoff team. But I'm certainly not worried about them. I hope we see the Colts in the playoffs because we'll beat the brakes off them.
Oh, yeah. Anthony Richardson will be fucking looking like a fucking, what's his name, Sam Darnold, seeing ghosts against the Vic Fangio defense. All right. 3 more to go. Let's get it. Bengals 27, Vikings 24, final in overtime. Green Rat.
Well, I heard you kind of say that you thought the Bengals offense wasn't playing good. The last 3 games, it's been like they've scored 34, 34, and 27. So their offense hasn't taken too much of a step back without Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that quarterback Browning, man, is balling for them. He had 324, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, but he's playing some pretty good football. But the Bengals did score 21 points in the fourth quarter and ended up winning that game in overtime. So yeah,
That's what I was trying to get at. Is look, you can't take away anything from Jake Browning. He came back in that fourth quarter and he fucking won the game. But literally going 3 fucking quarters with 3 points.
that's another. Yeah, not to catch up, but that's another team I would not mind to see in the playoffs because we beat the piss out of them too.
Yes, sir. All right. Raiders 63, Chargers 21. Green Rat.
Finally, we got a game that I want to talk about. All I heard from you guys not last week was when the score was like the Raiders had 0 points of how shitty of a team they can never score any points, and then boom, 62 points. Well, sometimes the fucking offense gets hot and the defense gets hot, and a team fucking lets it snowball, and it looked just like the Miami
Broncos game.
Broncos game. So that's why I'm not a big believer in putting some of these teams down, because any given Sunday they can go off, the whole team.
Any given Sunday, baby.
I agree. And obviously, Dolphins 30.
Hang on. I got to give my take on the Raiders Chargers.
Oh, my bad. That's right. Fuck. I fuck that.
No, you're good. You're good. Really, I don't even have anything to say about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm like,
bad. Hey, I want to say something, but I don't have nothing to say. I like it.
No.
Appreciate
All
it.
I have to say is the Chargers suck. Herbert is a fucking an interception fucking turnover machine. He chokes in high pressure situations, and to allow the Raiders to come in. Well, that doesn't surprise me because he sucks.
They're playing their 3rd string quarterback now.
Well, good for them because the Chargers still suck. And so, yeah, Dolphins 30, Jets 0. Green Rat.
I just can't be very. Fuck the Jets.
Lazy.
Break out the brooms. We just swept that Jets ass, man. Tua had 224 yards, 1 touchdown. His completion percentage was fucking through the roof. Mostert set the record. Waddle popped off 142 yards. That's a really good momentum kicker for us, man. Let's keep it going. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Dolphins fins for another win, and I think it was a good bounce back game. I think that the offense showed that, look, we fucked up against Tennessee, my bad. Even without Hill, even, again, the slew of injuries we had offensively and defensively, and we still came out and beat the shit out of a team with supposedly great defense. Well, that great defense didn't look very good yesterday. And even with the Dolphins not at full strength on offense, we still spanked that ass. So I enjoyed that one. And then the most surprising, at least in my opinion, it almost reminds me of when the Seahawks almost beat the fucking Cowboys. The Eagles 10, Seahawks 3, with the Seahawks up. And there we go. The Seahawks just scored and fucking tied the game up.
We got a tie ball game, folks.
It's crazy. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, it's interesting. Philly, I think they've lost 2 in a row, I think, coming in. I'm pretty sure that's right.
I don't know, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure that's right, bro. They've lost 2 in a row coming into this game, and Seattle at home.
There you go. What do you think, Green?
I just have to leave it at teams are a lot closer than they actually are. They appear to be at times, and man, we've had some big blowouts. We've had teams suck and get beat by teams that they never should have. You would think. I mean, as a Dolphins fan, I'm just gonna enjoy the ride. However it turns out this year, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna enjoy the games, and I'm not gonna get worked up if we lose a game or win a game or whatever. Just gonna enjoy it.
Exactly, man.
Yeah. And for me, I don't really give a shit who wins the Philly fucking Seahawks game. I mean, at least it's entertaining to watch a good football game on Monday night instead of all the shitty games we've seen throughout the year on Monday night. But yeah, I agree. I think that there is a lot of good parity in the league this year. And you're starting to see a lot of these teams get closer together.
Amazing, man. Going through that rundown, especially with the NFC, man, all those 7-7 teams, and freaking A, man. That's a tight race going on over there. I had no idea.
Man.
It's kind
Absolutely.
of really the AFC is the same way, really, man. You know?
Well, I think that the NFC has a little more parity in that aspect because other than the Lions and the 49ers, they don't have a lot of 10-win teams. So I don't think there are any other 10-win teams in the NFC. So
I'm okay. Look at all the damn 8-6, 7-7s, man.
Oh no, I understand. I'm just saying that the AFC, like, we have more of those top-heavy teams. Us, the Baltimore, the Chiefs, you know, where things are a little bit more top-heavy in the AFC rather than the NFC, where it's just a fucking jumbled mess in the NFC.
Yeah, man. You know, the NFC South, the leader is 7-7. Tampa Bay, which are tied with the Saints at 7-7,
which is crazy.
But if you go to the AFC, AFC South, man, Jacksonville 8-6, Indy 8-6, Houston 8-6, man, 3-way tie at the AFC South, man.
We could have a couple teams that win the division at 10-7.
Man, the AFC North, man. The Baltimore's 11-3, Cleveland's 9-5, Cincy's 8-6. Shit, that could go. That could go either way, man. We're at 10.
Did you guys hear the Mostert interview?
No,
I think it was that one. They were talking that Brandon Jones got like that LASIK eye surgery or whatever last year. And he'd been missing some interceptions in practice, and they had been giving him a bunch of shit about it. And then he goes and gets 2 picks during the game.
Really? Man, that I not having shit to do with it, man. Stop it, Green Rat. It was everybody.
But it's funny. Shit. That's all it is. It's funny.
I know.
They were making fun of him. He goes to get eye surgery, and he can't catch the fucking ball in practice. And then now he goes out and gets 2 picks. That's
and
funny
I agree. Shit. It is, but the part that's not funny is the fucking idiots who take that seriously. That's the problem. Especially the ones that were saying, "Oh, he came back from injury and he couldn't make a tackle," and then it's like, bro, it was his first fucking week back after missing literally 11 fucking months, and then. What is it? It's been 2 or 3 games since that first return game, and now he comes out. He gets his second opportunity with Javon Holland out, and he's fucking balling. It's like, dude, it takes people time to get back into fucking football shape.
Oh, Philly with the little trickery. They went for the brother, whatever they call it, the tush push. Yeah. And threw it to the toss, but we got a flag on the defense, first down. Yeah, it looked like they were going to do the shove, but fucking kicked it out to the left, ran it around. Pete
Oh,
Carroll's
yeah,
popping off on the official. Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Man. Yeah, man. I mean, I loved it. I loved the game yesterday. It definitely, rebuilt some confidence, I think, for the team.
That's the kicker, bro. That's what I was saying. It's more of a momentum builder, right?
Yeah, to go out and kick the fucking Jets ass 30-0,
Kick their
getting
teeth
ready to
in.
come into this Dallas game. I mean, let's go. Let's fucking go.
You guys didn't hear the media? All the other teams that won, it was like Buffalo. Oh my gosh, they won and they kicked ass and they're back. And a couple of the other games where the teams won and Purdy and them are fucking awesome. And then the Miami Dolphins beat a bad Jets team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
We get
funny
no
thing
respect
is
for
when
doing that.
But the funny thing is when the Jets almost beat all these other fucking teams, they were fucking singing the Jets' praises on how close they were to fucking becoming.
Yeah.
That they were on the verge of fucking turning the corner and how great this fucking defense is. And if Robert Saleh could only get fucking Aaron Rodgers back and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, oh, but then we whoop their ass and then you're going to act like they're a shitty team now?
Right.
Exactly.
That did irritate me a little bit, going through and looking at some of that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't watch that bullshit no more.
It was some article and stuff. I can't remember who wrote it or something, but like
You
I
brought
said,
it
they
up,
praised,
boys.
everybody else that won, they did something remarkable and then we win and whatever.
They blow it off.
They kind of did.
Right.
Yeah, and it's like this is a team,
Jets, man. They don't respect the Jets. Probably.
But the thing is, dude, the thing is they sat there and talked about the Jets defense is one of the fucking greatest fucking defenses this year. And the only issue with that team is on the offensive side of the ball. But yet we put up 30 fucking points on them. And we're playing our backup quarterback in the middle of the fourth fucking quarter. And you're not going to be like, well, that's a shitty outing for that fucking defense.
Did you hear them? Did you hear them talking about how the Jets fans were talking about how they still wish that they had Mike White?
Nah, I didn't hear that, but I mean, that's funny because I don't understand that logic when you fucking watch him every time he fucking gets in the game. We don't let him throw the fucking ball because every time we let him throw it, he fucking throws a pick six.
I don't know.
Didn't he throw it this last game?
I don't remember.
I know what you're saying. At least even if when he does throw, we're worried about the pick six anyhow. Might not throw it, but we're worried that he's gonna throw it.
You're saying you don't have a lot. You don't have a lot of confidence in our boy Mike White, is what you're saying.
No, not at all. I'm sorry.
It's like
not at all.
You don't let Teddy Bridgewater Brissett fucking have the ball at like our own 2-yard line. You just don't because you're gonna get a safety.
Yeah, pretty much.
You'll throw it in the end zone when you're backed up.
Throw it backward into the end zone. Almost throw it out of bounds, only for the guy to catch it and then turn around and fucking.
Yeah. That may be the worst call I've ever seen in my life. Seriously.
So, yeah, bro. I mean, think about this though. Just this year in mop-up duty, Mike White has had he threw one pass for 4 yards against the Jets. He had one. And it wasn't even a pass. It was a shovel pass in Washington for 3 yards to A-Chain. He had one pass against Carolina where he threw the pick six. And he had 4 passes for 67 yards against Denver. That's it. That's all he's had all fucking year.
That's our QB too, baby.
Yeah, but the one was a fucking touchdown to unchosen.
And I agree, but I mean, come on, bro. His passer rating for every fucking game this year is under a 60, except that fucking Denver game where he got a 158.3 because he threw 2 passes for 67 yards.
Touchdown, Philly.
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, hey, at least it's a good back and forth game. That's all I want on Monday night games, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I want competitive games. I hate watching fucking blowouts on Monday.
Yeah, like that Atlanta game or that 9-8 game or whatever it was.
Yep.
Well, you should have loved that fucking Raider game a couple weeks ago then.
Say that again.
I said you should have loved the Raider game a couple weeks ago.
Oh, nah,
you know, when the Raiders put up 0.
You mean the field goal fest? Yeah, no
Right.
thanks. No thanks.
Let's take a look here. I know y'all don't care about this, but let's see what the line is for the Dolphins Dallas real quick. What do y'all think it is?
I'm sure Dallas is favored by like 7.
CT, what do you think?
Well, the Dolphins are at home, so I think we're going to be favored by 6.5.
Miami -1.
Wow.
With the over under of 51. -1 at home, you know? They say they give you 3. You know,
so they're expecting fucking, I don't know, man.
They're expecting a close ass game. It's basically a coin toss, man. Vegas doesn't know who's going to win this bitch, but 51 points that's quite a few points. Vegas is saying they think we're going to score. There's going to be some points scored in this game.
Well, then that would mean that they think it's going to be 26-25.
And that could be about right.
I don't know how you would get the fucking 26 points.
Well, the Dolphins are going to score 35.
Get 24 in the safety.
Well, no, because they're saying a Dolphins -1, which would be a Dolphins win by 1 point, and their over-under is 51. So they expect 51 points to be scored. The only way to get to 51 with the 1 point advantage is 26-25.
It could happen.
How? See, that's where. Okay, say you get you get a safety.
26, you miss a extra point and get 2 field goals. 25, you get. Yeah. You can make it happen. Get a safety or whatever.
23, what? 2 touchdowns, 3 field goals, and a safety.
Yeah. But, the main thing is that 51. I'm looking at all the other spreads or whatever, the over-unders, they're all in the 40s or 30s even. But ours is 51, which is interesting.
Yeah, but the fucking Cowboys barely scored 10 points against the fucking Bills yesterday.
Right? Yeah.
The Dolphins' defense is much better than the fucking Bills' defense. I'm sorry.
It's going to be a battle, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
Once again,
Jerome Baker back.
I'm going to get my prediction right now, Bleezy. Let's fucking lock it in.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go Dolphins 41, Cowboys 20.
41-20, CT Damas. Green Rat.
120-3.
120 points. Miami, 3 points. Dallas. That could happen. That could happen. That's not too far-fetched.
Not too far-fetched. Just a little. Not too, though. What do you think, Bleezy?
I mean, off the cuff, I really hadn't even thought about it. I think it's going to be a tight fucking game. But it's at the Rock, at Hard Rock. I guess Tyreek's probably going to be playing. Oh, yeah. Here we go, folks.
Let's go, Colin. What's going on?
Let's go. What's up, fellas?
The leader of the contest, Colin. What's up, kid?
What's up, fellas? Hey, just 1 second and I'll crack my camera on. Man, I had to do the truck today at work, and then I got home and did some Christmas shopping, but just now getting home. But
Sweet.
you know, the 247 is only in the 24/7 is only in the name because I can't miss these shows, man. I always got to come in.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. You know, always, man. And I've been watching your videos, dude. They're fire. Dude. Your breakdowns are fire, man. Keep doing that shit.
Hell yeah, appreciate that, Bleezy.
Everybody go peep out Dolphins 247 with Colin for sure.
Yes, sir.
I mean, Colin, do you have a Cowboys prediction yet?
Not yet. But by Wednesday, I'll have you locked in, bro. I'll lock it in by Wednesday.
All right. Okay, I'm going to go by Colin. Do you know anything about Tyreek? Is he coming back? Do you know his status?
Well, good thing I personally know Tyreek because
I know you do. I know you do.
No, man, yeah, I think Tyreek plays. Especially, I feel like they wouldn't have just put the decision on him last week if it was like a multiple week thing. But who knows, man? I'm cool with whatever Tyreek decides to do. But you never know. Maybe if he really is a little hurt, they could be resting him because they could maybe know that Bills game is going to be for the division and we're going to need him.
Okay, I'm going 31-25.
Okay.
31-25. Fins for the win.
Again.
Hey, just so you guys know, though, we could talk a little bit about injuries now. Keaton Mitchell, the fucking Ravens undrafted rookie running back, who's 8.4 yards per carry, is second most to Devon Achane's 8.5, is out for the season. Yeah, so he tore his ACL yesterday. So it's one less weapon for the Ravens.
Oh, really?
He's a pretty good running back, too. I've been watching him a little bit here and there.
What's his name?
Keaton, what was it? Keaton Mitchell.
Mitchell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the other day. He had some good runs and stuff. And I shut the game off and I flipped it back on. And the next thing I saw was him riding the fucking stretcher or the cart into the fucking locker room.
Didn't they have a big O lineman go out too? One of their tackles?
I'm looking right now.
Some team was rotating their tackles in and out.
Hell yeah. Hey, I do want to add on because I forgot to say in my own post-game recap, bro, because sometimes I'll overlook the paper and forget some shit to say. But dude, a big shout. I mean, everybody's saying this in all their retakes, but I can't believe I forgot to say it. Dude, shout out to freaking Bradley Chubb, man. It's crazy, man. I couldn't believe him, and nobody is saying Eli Apple, bro. He stepped up big, man. I was impressed by him too, and just the defense in general, the freaking scheme. I mean, bro, I'm always used to Dolphins at least having decent defense, but man, I've never seen one player make them so much better halfway through a season than Jalen Ramsey makes them look.
Did he break up on us?
Look, no, I just stopped talking there at the end. I was basically.
What'd you say about Ramsey?
It's crazy how Ramsey makes that difference with the defense. He makes them jump up into a freaking top tier.
You know, that's what they were talking about on the radio, man. When he goes out and plays, it's almost like you're watching an upper echelon player play, dude. He makes it look so easy, man. You know,
I got to push back on that a little bit after CT.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I mean, but even though he's been playing really well, you still can't. I mean, think about this. Brandon Jones came out and balled. Literally, you have no Deshaun Elliott, no Xavier Howard, no Javon Holland, and yet that secondary didn't allow shit yesterday.
But
I
I
think
feel
our
like that's
fucking our fucking our backups on that secondary are fucking balling right now.
hell yeah, and I think it's because of Ramsey, bro. Because last year and at the beginning of the year, these backups were in and they were getting toasted. But something about maybe it's not just Ramsey; it could be something else too. But man, I think Ramsey's a big part of that, man, because he gets these guys like thinking that they know that they're better than the opponent or something. He
Yeah,
gets their
well,
minds right.
especially without X, man. Having Ramsey's huge. Not having Xavier to have
Yeah,
Ramsey on
yeah,
the
for
other
real.
side, they're like, okay, we're good. To have a savvy veteran out there.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Green Rat.
Well, I kind of disagree with it. I think this is all a fucking Vic Fangio issue and stuff because he wasn't going to trust like Cam Smith and stuff. He just didn't have the trust in the guys, so he's running a completely different scheme now that Ramsey's back. Yes, it helps that it is Ramsey, but I think if he would have put a little trust in the other guys, we might have seen kind of a better defense a little earlier in the season and
Yeah,
not
hey, I
taking
like
so
that.
long to see it.
I like that, bro. I like that.
Who did start opposite Ramsey yesterday?
I think Apple
And I think it was
or
Apple.
Kohu.
Now, see, Apple, I didn't
Cole
think
was
played
still
all
in the
that. I didn't think he played all that well. He did have that one nice breakup, but we had so much pressure on their fucking quarterback that
It
it
didn't
was
matter.
probably easier than shit to play back there. Because Ramsey should have had a pick, but he slipped when he came back and broke up that ball on a throw to the right side.
Yeah, that sideline pass.
Yeah, because he almost got there to pick it off anyhow and just batted it down, but he slipped and fell.
Yeah, and I
still
gotta
almost got it.
I gotta give credit to Elijah Campbell. Elijah Campbell almost had the interception too on a great pass breakup, and it fell, and he almost caught it, He fucking dropped it. He was pissed at himself.
Hell yeah! Did y'all see the Bradley Chubb, Christian Wilkins, and maybe it was Ogba? They after the dude for the Jets did our celebration, he did the waddle, and then the other dude knocked him out. Well, whenever we got a sack, bro, Christian or Bradley Chubb started doing that thing that Quentin Williams does, where he puts his hands like that and he's going like that. You know what I mean? And then he went like that, and then he stomped on it. Did y'all see that or no?
Nah, I didn't see that.
He did his own.
Do you realize? And I think this is how it happened. After he, like you said,
You saw it, Green
their
Rat? You saw it?
defender did the waddle shit. It was the next drive when Tua hit waddle for that 60-yarder.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
We gotta say this. Look, I'm all down with Stephen Ross, but he needs to stop trying to do the waddle because he don't know what the fuck he's doing. Bro.
I thought his waddle was on point, man.
I thought it was
Nah,
badass
bro,
because
he's not waddling.
For an
He's
85-year-old motherfucker, his waddle was smooth.
He's fucking wiggling his fucking hips back and forth
Where?
and just putting
Let's
out his
see it.
fucking
Let's
arms,
see it.
bro. Like, come on, bro. Do
Can
the
we see
fucking
the-
waddle.
can we
if
see
you're
the
gonna do
video?
it.
No,
See, I disagree. I think he moves his arms and he
that's
can't
what I was
move the
about to
rest of him.
I think
That's
his
The
what I was
waddle's supposed to be your
fine.
arms
Bringing
tight
it
to
up.
the
I'm gonna
body.
bring it up
Yeah.
right now.
He
I'm gonna
doesn't
bring
use
it up
Ross,
and you
man.
fucking
Stephen
see how
Ross got a
awkward it is.
fire waddle.
Bro, nah, man. We're gonna
I
bring
agree
it
with
up
Green
and
Rat.
see how fucking
See,
awkward
a
it
waddle's
looks.
supposed to have your arms in tight
Yeah, and then
No,
Stephen
and your
Ross
hands
just
don't move.
loose.
Stephen Ross just did it with his
Look,
hands,
hey,
bro. But
right
that's because
here,
he can't move like that.
even DG Live says Stephen Ross needs to leave the waddle up to waddle. That's how bad it is.
Steve Ross gets loose as a motherfucker with it, man. Him
He
and
got
his
loose
old,
at
him and
Jiggy.
his old lady.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
if Ross is sitting there doing a bunch of waddling,
Get
I'm
the
a happy
shit.
motherfucker.
Give me that.
I mean, I'm down with it, but bro, they need to stop fucking showing him doing it when it looks so fucking awkward. Bro,
Yeah,
Google
I
it. Google it. There was an article I read last night, and I'm bringing it up right now. I'm going to send it over to you, Bleezy, so that you can throw it up on the screen.
What, the
Bro,
Stephen Ross
fucking-
video? I can fucking pull up the Ross video, man.
Yeah, it's right after Waddle scored the touchdown last night. I think it's
Hang on, I'll pull it up. Hang on.
it's on Alan Popar's fucking recap. They have the clip from X, from Twitter X, whatever the fuck it is.
All right. Yeah.
So while he's pulling it up, what I was talking about earlier is I think after Sealer got that recovery, the first play where they came in and dropped us for a loss and stuff. Cotton, I believe, was just fucking furious about something that the defense did, and fucking then Liam started fucking yelling, and they were yelling to the refs about something that the Jets did and everything. And then at the very end of the game, when we were taking the kneels, Cotton was about to get a fucking penalty, yelling at and talking smack against some Jet guy. I thought they were going to start fucking throwing some hands and stuff. I don't know what the fuck happened in that game, but whatever it was, they were fucking going at it.
All right, I'm going to try to do this. Y'all ready?
Yeah, bring it up and look how fucking awkward this is.
Before you play it, my bad, Bleezy. I can't believe y'all didn't see how Bradley Chubb and them reacted after we got a sack, because they did mock the Jets after they did that shit where they waddled and then knocked him out. Bradley Chubb and
I think I did see it. I think I saw it, man.
All right, but let's pull this up and see how fucking awkward this shit is, bro. Like, come on, man. Yeah, you got to. It'll be like, look. That was not no fucking waddle. He's just throwing his hands outside the fucking side. That's not even a fucking
waddle. No, he's moving his hands up and down. Like I said, that's not a waddle. He has to hold his arms and stuff tight, not move his hands, and shake his ass.
He's all hands.
Exactly.
He's all hands.
Yeah, it's all hands. He doesn't shake anything. He just fucking moves his hands back.
All three of them suck, CT.
His old lady shaking that ass.
Hey, how about Tua's celebration to that touchdown was badass, bro. Because after he threw the touchdown, he put his arms up. He put his arms up like that, and then he said, "Keep talking, bro."
I don't know.
What an outstanding job.
No, that's something between him and Chubb.
I don't know.
Yeah, Tua addressed
they talked about it in the interview.
Yeah, the post game where he said that Mike McDaniel said something about it too. Is that about how did Mike McDaniel say that? Even though we try to tell them to block out the noise is still pretty loud, and it's just a way of Tua fucking telling people to shut the fuck up. Essentially, is what he's saying.
No, today McDaniel told the team, if people start talking about us not beating a team over 500, he told them to go ahead and tell them to shut the fuck up. Literally.
Well, there you go. Because we
McDaniel
did it.
McDaniel ain't taking no shit.
Yeah, boy. So I'm down with it.
It's that time of year. Take no shit.
Hell yeah! Hey, how about big shout out to Barrios, man. I saw that one catch he got a first down on, bro. He ate that. He hit the ground, bro, but he stayed in his bounds somehow. I don't know. Maybe his ass hit in bounds or something, bro. But then I never seen Barrios play with the energy he did yesterday. And yeah, he didn't have many catches for many yards and shit, but I don't know, his energy and his punt returning, bro. I like his vibe on this team, man, even though he doesn't have the stats.
Barrios was very active early in the year till he got hurt.
The one thing that I felt like that I saw that was fucking really awesome is there in the third quarter, before we scored the final touchdown. I don't remember who it was. I don't know if it was fucking Mostert or A-Chain, but they got hit 2 yards after the line of scrimmage, and they just kept driving, and the whole fucking team just came over and started pushing him, and he ended up getting fucking 8 or 10 yards before they finally fucking called him. He didn't even fall to the ground. As
long as they waited on that whistle, when they blew it, he was actually picking up more speed.
Exactly. He
pile
popped
was.
out of the fucking he popped
did.
out of the crowd, and I was like, bro, what the fuck?
They shouldn't have blown the whistle. If they waited as long as they did, they shouldn't have blown it when they did, because the pile was gaining speed, not losing.
And
that
then
was
and then he popped out of the fucking pile. And then he popped out.
That would have been awesome.
Hey, how about
we
a shout
never
out
get
to
that
Mike?
shit.
Shout out to Mike McDaniel for running the ball 3 plays in a row at the goal line, bro. That's what I wanted to see. I didn't care if we got the touchdown or not.
I agree.
He wanted Mostert to get that record, man. You know.
Well, it was that, but it was I don't even care about the record. I'm tired of those little fucking screen passes fucking at the 2-yard line. Just run the fucking ball. Stop being cute and just run the fucking ball.
Yeah, for real. That's what I was saying on third down. I was like, I don't care if we don't get a touchdown. I just want to run it right here.
For sure. Hell yeah, bro. This was fucking us yesterday, baby. Fucking rolling the tanks in. Fucking blasting people. And no, we didn't go off on the yards, but shout out to Mike McDaniel for being physical, literally frustrating the Jets defense. I mean, how many times were we so close to fucking going down to 4th down and we'd fucking get the fucking first down by half a yard? And it wore them out defensively, and it fucking pissed them off. And it was great to see the fucking Jets get pissed off. And it's even better that we fucking took the Jets out of playoff contention. Now, everybody can shut the fuck up about Aaron Rodgers' return, because it's not happening. So we can finally stop hearing about that fucking retard.
We not till next Thursday.
And where
Wednesday night?
Where are all the
No, we're gonna hear it on. We're gonna hear it tomorrow on Pat McAfee, because he said on Pat McAfee's show multiple times, if they're eliminated from playoff contention, he will not return. So we'll fucking hear it tomorrow, maybe for the last time. But
I guess all I'm getting at is the 53, I think I heard, or something, has to be set by Wednesday.
Hey, Colin, would you say where are all the Jets fans?
Yeah, no, basically, I was gonna say the Jet fans, man, and not just Jet fans. Myself, bro, I wanted us to get Dalvin Cook, bro. Thank goodness we didn't.
Dalvin Cook.
I wanted us to get, at the time, I wanted us to get Harbaugh instead of McDaniel. I'm glad we didn't, because I don't think Harbaugh would do what McDaniel was doing with Tua, bro.
You're right about that.
But yeah, my bad if y'all always see me holding this, bro, for some reason.
Y'all here for that Tiger,
For some reason,
I
I get used to that. Like,
y'all need to be here for a real one, though.
Yeah,
Tigers ain't real.
Freaking shout out to McDaniel and
real attract. Bring that camera down here.
The Dolphins don't listen to what I say, bro.
You see it. You see it. You know what I'm saying?
My bad. I had to fucking give him the you see it.
Yeah. Now we hear you, Colin. We see that Colgate smile.
Yes, sir, bro. I'm just happy the Dolphins don't listen to what I say, bro, because if they did, we wouldn't be in this good
Hey,
position,
man,
bro.
you know, everything happens for a reason, dude. McDaniel was not our first choice. Every Dolphin fan knows that, but I think he's a great choice, dude. I was running through, I don't know if you heard the beginning of the show. I was running through the stats that I wrote down, because this local radio show was popping off. I was like, what the fuck? So right now, the Dolphins, yards per game, this is in the NFL. Yards per game, we're number 1. Yards per play, we're number 2. Running yards per game, we're number 2. Passing yards per game, we're number 1. Running yards per play, we're number 1. Passing yards per play, we're number 2. You kidding me? Yeah. Yeah, I think we got a good coach.
Yes, sir. And the bro, and not just that, our coach put us in this position, bro. I feel like, and The Bills fans, I think they're starting to realize that they know if we win the next two, the division is ours. They don't even get a chance. So I'm not even mad.
They're still
I'm
going to
not.
be fighting. We were
Yeah,
talking
bro.
about that earlier. That game, even the Bills game is going to be meaningful unless KC loses. If KC loses, we've got home number one seed locked down.
Well, yes and no, because we talked about it. So we went through it. So Baltimore has to lose to San Fran this week. And then if we beat if we beat Baltimore the week after, and Kansas City loses one of their last 3 games, it doesn't matter what we do in the Bills game, we'll still have the number 1 seed locked up.
See, that's not what I'm looking at, bro. Ever since we lost to the Titans, I'm worried about this division. That's all I care about right now, man. I
There's
want to get
statistically, there's no fucking way unless we lose out and the fucking Bills win out. And even then, the Bills would need a shit ton of help for them to take the fucking division.
But CT, their only tough game left is us. And listen, bro, wait. Before the Dolphins, man, shit. The Bills or the Dolphins could win this. The Dolphins could lose this week. Or fuck, I'm gonna confuse myself. But bro, the Bills have a chance even if they were to lose this week, and we were to lose, then next week,
No,
even
if
if
the
we
Bills
both won, it would still be winner.
lose a game, they're screwed.
Yeah, they cannot lose one more,
Yeah,
or there's
If we
no
lose, if they lose and we lose, they're not screwed because they could still beat us because they only have to be 1 game behind us whenever we play them. Right now, it's 2.
They're not even in the playoffs right now.
But that doesn't matter. They would overtake us for the division, and that passes the playoff, bro. The division leader automatically gets that spot, just like how
for the leader for the division.
Yeah, because remember the division leader gets that playoff.
I'm going to the playoff machine right now. We're gonna do it because I swear I fucking seen this shit. So we're gonna go ahead, even if we'll go ahead and we'll pick fucking Buffalo over the Cowboys, or no, Buffalo over the Chargers, the Cowboys over us. Let's go to week 17.
Let's
say Baltimore beats us and Buffalo beats the Patriots.
And now go to them.
At that point, it would then come down to who wins
that game
out of us two.
And tell me that the NFL doesn't want that to happen, bro. They're going to have Tony Romo on the set. It's going to be Dolphins and Bills to win a division.
So here's the thing,
bro.
Here's the thing, though.
I don't want it
so
at all.
if we beat, so we have,
if we win one and they lose one in these last 2 before, wait, my bad, bro, but I know you were talking, but if we win one and they lose one in these next 2 before we play them, we win the division. But if they keep winning and we keep winning, which it's basically locked in that they're going to beat the Chargers and the Patriots, bro. Yeah, they lost to them one time, but bro, come on. Josh Allen's been playing good recently, bro. We're not seeing the interceptions for some reason. And it's fucking scary.
Because they ran the ball for fucking 200 or 300 yards.
I know, but man,
he only threw the ball a handful of times last game.
Yeah.
The running back ran like 30 some times.
So what I'm saying though is right now I just ran it through. So again, if the Dolphins win against the Cowboys and we beat Baltimore, it does not matter whether we win or lose. Even Baltimore. Hold on, let me fucking finish.
My bad. I was just answering to say that I already knew.
If Baltimore wins out and Kansas City wins out, we would still be a game ahead of Kansas City, and we'd be 2 games ahead of Baltimore. So it would not, if we win the next 2 weeks and Kansas City loses one of their fucking games, we will have the number 1 seed irregardless
CT,
of what happens.
he isn't saying anything about number 1 seed. He's all worried about the Bills.
No,
That's
and I
all is.
understand. But what I'm saying is even and I said it earlier though, if we win one more game, the Bills cannot fucking win the division. It's not possible. That's the whole point.
They can if we win and they win out. Let's say both of us win out, like until we play the Bills. That game is for the division. Or wait, no, because we would be 2 up still. But bro, you can't tell me, you can't sit here and tell me
It's
you 100%
if
think
Miami
we're beating
wins
Dallas
2 games, we win.
Yeah, but if we win 1,
If
and the
Miami
Bills
wins and
2,
Buffalo loses 1, we win. If we all go undefeated till that, or we all go, if Buffalo wins all of them and we don't, then we need to beat them in week 18.
And that's what scares me, y'all, because I feel like CT,
Well,
you're feeling like we're gonna beat
that's
both
horrible,
Baltimore
Colin.
and...
Come on, you have no confidence in the team.
No, you guys know I always do. I'm just starting to.
Well,
look at the
then
truth,
don't even put it out there.
But think about this. And
No. I don't need the negativity. I'm gonna put him on mute, guys. I can't hear the negative vibes here. I want positive, baby.
The NFL is scaring me, man. They never placed a time for the Dolphins and Bills. They want it to be for the playoffs, bro, or for the division, man.
Colin, you need to soundproof your room so you can talk.
Business.
Yeah, for real, man.
But that's where, bro. But the thing is that's where Dolphins need to handle their business, get these wins these next 2 weeks, and then it doesn't matter a fucking thing what happens in Buffalo. Well, against Buffalo, sorry.
If Miami wins one more game, we're in the playoffs for the most part. It should shake out to where we're in the playoffs. So that's all I fucking care. I don't care where we're seated.
Yeah,
that's what I told you guys a few weeks ago.
We even did it earlier. Even if we lose out, we still have a 78% chance of making the playoffs, even if we lose out.
That's what I was just about to ask. I was just about to ask that.
Yeah, even if we lose all 3 games, we still have a 78% chance of being in the playoffs.
We'd be 10-7. So any team that we can get to 10-7, we almost have the tiebreaker on all of them. So just start doing the math on that.
I don't even want to. That's why I just said.
After this next weekend, we might even almost be able to clinch.
Yeah, if we win one more game, on ESPN, it has the Y with the star next to it. And the star says if we win the next game, we will clinch at least a wild card playoff spot.
And I'm almost willing to bet that by next week, if games fall the way they need to, I think we clinch then too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because the worst we end up is 10-7.
Yeah, that is.
So look at all those other teams who have 6 losses. So the only one in the Jags division, only one team's going to end up with only 7 losses. The other ones are going to have at least 8.
Yeah, that is true. And a lot of teams already got 6 with 3 weeks left. But man, CT, what are you thinking, bro? Because this is why I'm saying this, because it's very possible that the Dolphins only win one of these next 2, and that the Bills win both of their next 2, which automatically forces us to win.
I don't feel that way. Again, the Ravens have lost Mark Andrews. Their tight end is gone. Their wide receiver room is not very good. They just lost their fucking sensational undrafted rookie running back who's been carrying them all year long. We know that Vic Fangio this year has fixed, along with Jerome Baker, and Jerome Baker saying, we fucking sucked against running quarterbacks in the past because every time they break out of the pocket, everybody tried to play hero ball and go make a play instead of sticking to their assignments. I'm not worried about Baltimore at all. I'm not. Now, the Cowboys just showed against the Bills they're an up and down team. And when they play teams that run the ball efficiently, Dak Prescott, when he doesn't have 40 or 45 throws a game, he's ineffective and inefficient. It's when he has the opportunity to get the ball multiple fucking times. And that's when they end up scoring 30 points. But the Bills have shown, and I talked about it even before the Bills game. I talked about it 3 or 4 weeks ago when people were bitching about, oh, we're going to lose to the Cowboys. No, when they play a team that can run the ball, take up time of possession, and limit Dak's opportunities, they play like shit. I'm not worried about the next 2 weeks at all. I see us winning both games easily, and I see us sitting fucking starters against Buffalo, knowing that we have the number 1 seed wrapped up, because Kansas City, as we brought it up, and I'll bring it up again, their remaining games are against no, it's Baltimore's. There you go, Kansas City. The Raiders, the Bengals, and the Chargers. Obviously, they're going to beat the Chargers. But those 2 games right there, the Raiders and the fucking Bengals, are going to be difficult for this Chiefs team, given how much they're struggling offensively right now. Now, when you go to Baltimore, you got to think about this. Baltimore's got San Fran this week. That's a loss. If we beat them, nobody else is getting the number 1 seed except Miami. I'm not worried about it. Not in the slightest, Colin.
Man, Bleezy, bro. Bleezy and Green Rat. I kind of know Green Rat. He doesn't want to. He's already got himself muted. He doesn't want to hear it, bro. But Bleezy,
Yeah,
man,
what's up?
how do you feel, man? Do you? Because it's so, to me, it's very probable that the Dolphins are gonna win one of the next 2, and the Bills are gonna beat the Chargers and the Patriots. And then that forces us to have to win that last game, which, yes, I will have confidence at home, bro. It's going to be very like that fucking last year one at home. But,
I
what are you
mean,
thinking, bro?
yeah, no, I hear you, bro.
If we win one more game, we're in.
We're in the playoffs. I'm just talking about the division.
That's all that matters. That's all
I
that
know,
matters.
I know. But if we if we win the
I mean,
division, we have a
Colin,
real shot at home field.
let me tell you something. If we're gonna go in there and we're gonna fucking do this, if you want to win a Super Bowl, this is what you got to do right here. You got to be bad.
What are you doing?
I'm getting bad. Better get bad, Jack, because you ain't bad. You're going to get fucked. You're bad. They don't mess with you.
Okay.
Guys, I gotta say this, Colin, buddy. I don't think you're a virgin, but you're kind of like talking like a scared virgin that's never gonna have sex because you're too worried about getting a girl pregnant. I'm just saying, it's okay. We're gonna be all right.
Well, I kind of am, man. I'm 22 and I've never seen the Dolphins win a playoff game. So I guess I am, bro.
Yeah.
It fucking, in the big picture, it doesn't matter if we win a fucking playoff game ever again. Enjoy the fucking season. It's not about championships. It's about enjoying the fucking game.
It's about getting bad.
Entertainment.
I know that, but I'm not used to this, Green Rat. Like, bro, I could sit here and show you a Josh Rosen jersey. Like, bro, I've been through
So
it,
you're a
you know
bandwagon sports fan? Come on.
Give me that shit.
You probably liked the Chicago Bulls when Michael Jordan was there. You probably liked the Patriots when Tom Brady was there.
That shit.
Damn, Green Rat coming out swinging tonight.
I have some confidence in it. Do you think, or you just don't think we can beat any teams? Plain and simple? Then we're frauds, and why are we even worrying about it?
See, I'm being real right
Your
now.
negativity makes it look like we have no chance and we just as well fucking pack it up.
No, I haven't said that at all, man. And I even said
yes, you
I
have. That's
confidence.
exactly how it comes off with your
Colin,
negativity.
right here.
What are you doing?
I'm getting bad. Better get.
You got to get that
We're trying
swagger.
to give you that swagger in there.
That swagger. Check it out.
What are you doing?
I'm getting bad. Better get bad, Jack, because you ain't bad. You're going to get fucked. You're bad.
Okay.
But yeah, bro, I'm just saying, man. I'm not scared of the Bills at all. I'm just saying I think it's going to come down to the last game. And yeah, I'm acting a little scared, but that's because the Dolphins have never been this good, bro. So, and now what are they playing? Two good teams, bro. So, what am I supposed to
Gotta
expect,
get it.
man?
My bad. No disrespect, Colin. My bad. I wasn't trying to cut. We got to get a fucking side by side of this and fucking Mr. Ross because we're gonna be seeing this dance a few more times, and this motherfucker got to learn how to do it. Even if he got to go to a chiropractor or somebody, he got to fucking learn to be able to get this down.
That's how you do
I
it.
mean, bruh. Not even
If you
close.
go back and watch the first time Waddle did it, he wasn't very good at it. Wilkins had to give him some more lessons on it because
I was
that's
gonna
actually
say
Christian Wilkins' dance. He taught it to Waddle. So
well, we gotta fucking go back, and I hate to say it, but I gotta have to pull up the clip for the next show. You know that they do the fucking waddle on fucking Happy Feet. I guess they gotta learn it from a cartoon fucking penguin.
right.
Learn how to do the real fucking waddle from Disney. But I get it, Colin. I get it. I think that you're nervous and you're anxious because of the letdown we had last year. But you got to understand this team is not last year's team. I think that's really what it comes down to is you're nervous
You're not even
about
old enough to worry about us winning playoffs games and stuff yet. Wait till you've been a fan for fucking 40 years or whatever. 35 or so. Then you'll understand when it sucks. But you just can't take it to heart. I mean, it's a football game.
I've been doing this for 35 fucking years and I'm starting to get fucking anxious and want my goddamn Super Bowl. So
Now I hear you, Colin, man. Let's get a playoff win for you, but let's get a Super Bowl win for us, man. We're tired of the
yeah,
bowl.
exactly. Exactly.
I mean, we would love a win and all that, but fuck it. We want a ring, man. You know, this
We're
year.
on the process. You're result driven, and I love you, Colin, but you're a young guy. You're result driven. Us older guys, we're about the process. You're like, hey, let's get that dub, and that's fine. But I want to get that dub knowing that that dub is going to turn into another dub, is going to turn into another dub, and that's going to turn into a fucking ring because I'll put my ass in debt. If we get to the fucking Super Bowl, I'm going to the fucking Super Bowl.
It's kind of like the question, would you rather be an awesome fucking team for 10 years? Or would you rather have one Super Bowl?
The 10-year deal. You've
10 years for me, all the way.
Yeah,
Fucking
because
Super Bowl.
out of
I want to
those
be
10
able to sit and watch
you
good
got
football.
the opportunity to get one Super Bowl if you're great and awesome for 10 years.
Look at the Rams.
Well, look at the Bills.
Well,
Yeah.
that funny part is the Bills have never fucking won the Super Bowl, so I don't
That's
give a
what
fuck.
I'm saying.
They took 4 L's. Back to back to back to back, I think.
Gotta love it,
I mean,
bro.
I was a Lakers fan a long time ago, back when basketball was actually played, not like this fag shit that we have now. There was a long break in between Magic Johnson and fucking when before Kobe and Shaq made it back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, yeah. Michael Jordan took over.
Yeah, but then you had Larry Bird and you had all them guys fucking competing, and then you turn this into, you know, the big three with Miami and all these super teams and shit, and then it just got corny, and then it got soft and corny, and
you mean
that was
like
just a fucking
making
mess.
a championship like a couple of months or whatever into the year, so LeBron can win something before he falls apart by the end of the year?
Pretty much. The fact that you got to sit here and have an in-season fucking tournament
Right.
just so that another team can win because you know they're not going to win anything else in their entire fucking careers. it's almost stupid on the NBA's part because it waters down the fucking playoffs because these teams, even if they know they're never going to win in the fucking playoffs, they're going to try their ass off to win in this tournament and think that it's going to mean something. And in reality, it doesn't. It doesn't mean shit.
Well, that's kind of what happened. I don't know if you've really ever watched it, but NASCAR, when they went to this, the race for the Cup or whatever they called it,
Cup Series. Yep, the Cup Series.
When it would come down to like the last X amount of races and stuff, and that who decided who the champion was. It didn't matter what happened all year, which to me you can't do due to the point that you got 30 some other drivers out there at the same time that can ruin your, yeah. If they were going to do a championship, then put fucking 10 cars out there in the last race and do it that way or something, or I don't know. I just don't think it's
allow. Yeah, because then teammates will want to try to cut off guys on the other teams to try to fucking slow them down. And it's like, then it's not the top of the top. It's still a bunch of middling fucking terrible drivers who just happen to be on the fucking race course with the other fucking champions.
Everything you did all year doesn't matter because in the first race, someone could wreck you and knock you out.
Exactly.
You know, it's just stupid. It's retarded. It was all for money.
Which is exactly what the NBA is doing, and it's sad because even the diehard basketball fans are fucking just they're livid over this fucking in-season tournament.
Well, I think most of the fans are gone.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, what I'm saying. It's the diehard fans that still want to try to make it work, even going, fuck this, I can't even do this shit. Because nobody watches basketball all year round anymore because of all the fucking resting players and this and that and the other. And it's like people are like, why am I going to waste my time watching it or my money going to games when my favorite stars aren't going to play money? So what they do is that people wait till the playoffs start when nobody's going to be resting their players to start going to games. But then you put an in-season tournament in, and people are like, well, that's even waste of more fucking money.
Shit on that too.
Exactly. And so now it's just like they tried to bring it about to increase revenue, but all they're doing is fucking hurting themselves worse.
They're reaching.
Yeah, bro, for sure. But yeah, man. All right. Hey, we appreciate everybody coming out tonight, man. We're going on 2.5 hours. We're going to call it a night. We appreciate it. For those of you guys watching on X and Twitch and all that other shit, come on over to YouTube, smash that like button,
subscribe.
Hit that notification bell. We will see you guys on the next one. Green Rat, final thoughts.
Don't be scared.
Oh shit!
Go out and take care of business.
Hey, yes, sir. Hey, happy holidays to y'all boys. Most importantly, man. And can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, sweet. Happy holidays to y'all, man. And fins up, man. Most importantly, y'all enjoy y'all's holidays, and hopefully the Dolphins can get us an early Christmas present. Fins up.
Yes, sir.
Merry Christmas, Colin.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Hey, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hopefully we'll come back one day this week, or we'll see what happens. But stay tuned, and it's exciting, man. Exciting time for the Dolphins. We got some work to do in front of us, but I think we can do it. And the win against the Jets, man, really showed me that McDaniel's got something left in the tank. He's got some talent left to make this happen. So let's go.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Merry Christmas, everybody. We appreciate it. And yeah, man, the Dolphins are going to give us this fucking victory. And I'm super excited for it. And absolutely, we'll try to hop on 1 or 2 more times this week, get a little bit more involved. Shit's been busy and all that shit, you know, around the holidays, everybody got to do their shit, take care of business and all that good stuff.
That time of
But we
year.
will leave you guys with our favorite clip as always, and we'll see you on the next one. Fins up.
Waddell. Everybody knew they would yell from the bottom.